I became the walking conversation stopper. No one knew how to kind of include me in anything, I don't think. I'd often arrive at school with wet hair, similar to me this afternoon, arriving with wet hair because I'd been training in the morning before school, and I'd be having my breakfast in the car and then, walking into school ready to start the school day, literally having only got out the pool half an hour earlier. So I think there was, a lot of, we don't really understand what you're doing, and you're never available to do any of the sort of what was considered normal teenage things. And every weekend I'd be off to a training camp or a competition and seeing other friends, as well as, rubbing shoulders at events with people that were generally only watched on TV. And so that made me different. So just being very isolated made me focus more on my sport, and being able to kind of handle things in my own company probably helped me. But I guess there wasn't really a fallout. I knew that school was going to end within the following sort of 18 months. And I just kind of had to ride it out. And I found new friends, actually, quieter people, more considered perhaps, rather than the sort of loud, brash people that weren't being particularly nice.
It's really interesting, this, isn't it? Because we talk a bit about the fact that when, you were out doing competition or whatever else and would come back in sort of those school years, you were bullied, weren't you, early on in your school years? But you found that going out and doing that competition and then coming back gave you something extra in that conversation, and you found that you got more respect from your peer group, didn't you? So it was a different experience.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, sailing's quite a different sport. I think not many people really understand sailing that well. So it was quite interesting coming back from somewhere like Australia and New Zealand, and schoolmates realising that you'd actually been competing and doing something a bit more serious. So yeah, but I think it's
maybe in Sarah's case it's a jealousy thing.
Well, but I think as Sarah, the key point is that sport's just a fantastic thing for youngsters, isn't it? Because it gives you that ability to escape from whatever you don't like or whatever challenges there might be. That's something that's a little bit out of your control, such as other people. And really getting your head down and focus.
Did it feel like that, Sarah, that was what it gave you? It did give you a bit of an escapism?
Yeah, I very much knew that sport would last longer than school. I was very aware of that. There wasn't very much longer left to deal with these people. And I can honestly say that the nastiest people I've not seen since 1994. And I don't know where they are. I wouldn't profess to care either. But the ones that were nice...
I'm sure they know where you are.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, I think it was just... bullying is something that exists in this world, and being able to handle it and move on and know how to help other people who are going through something similar. It's not something I'd wish on anyone to have to happen to them, but I think it does help give you a strength and an understanding that not everyone in the world will be as nice as you hope they would be. But provided you don't lose the faith in being nice yourself, I think that's the most important thing.